Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
Friday and all the guests today are brought to you by our DTMZ sponsor. That's the Whistler Golf Club. A reminder, they're looking forward to welcoming guests back in 2027 after their extensive golf course renovation.
Oh, I love that.
Are you excited about that reno happening?
Absolutely. Why not?
I'll tell you one thing that needs no renovation at all. It's perfect just the way it is. That's the Vancouver Whitecaps.
Awesome.
They're sizzling hot at the moment. And we're joined now by head coach of the Whitecaps, Jesper Sorensen. Jesper, thanks for doing this today. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks. You guys?
Good. Very good. Very good. So we'll look ahead in a second, but I want to look back first. On Saturday, 7-0 victory over Philadelphia after having about 2.5 weeks off. I just, first of all, have you been part of many games where your club has put up 7 goals? And also just the atmosphere and the vibe around that performance by your team.
Yeah. The first question, no. I have tried it a couple of times, but not many. Mainly in cup fixtures, but not in league games. Winning by 7 goals is a lot, so I think that was huge. Of course, it was. It's not something that happens often, so it was great, and the team played very, very well. So, yeah, it was great, and the hype around the team is good because it means that we're performing well and that people enjoy what they see. And I think it's great. We've been having a good season so far, and I think the players have done extremely well, and they really deserve that people cheer them on and are getting excited behind them.
So also out of that win on Saturday, the earliest the club has ever clinched a playoff spot. How beneficial is that for you to have this much runway now to close out the year, knowing you have that spot locked in? Obviously, you want to finish as high as you can, but you have a playoff spot locked in. How beneficial is that for you?
No, it's obviously beneficial because then you can, adjust a little bit. You're not under pressure for making risk on players and maybe risking players' health and stuff. You can be more balanced in your decision making, and on the other hand, we don't wanna take the foot off the pedal yet, huh? So we would like to still develop our game and try to see if we can become even stronger before the playoffs. So I think it's about finishing strong and maybe having the opportunity to also make good decisions and not forced decisions.
Jesper, we have not talked to you since the signing of Thomas Mueller. Congrats. What a huge, massive signing. Obviously, you've known him from the past, but what has he meant to you, your team, the city, the league, everyone?
Yeah. No, he's been great. Of course he has. He's a great player who's come in, and his personality is such a great person. He's open-minded and open to fans and to everybody. And he's also brought in, an extra spark to his teammates and to all of us in the organization, I would say. Lifted everything. With his personality and also with the excitement a player like that creates when he comes into a club like ours. And I think that's the thing that you really can predict, that you can get a player like that and what it can do to an organization. And then on the pitch, he is spot on. He wants to work hard for the team. He wants to put his mark in together with his teammates. It's not about Thomas Müller winning with Whitecaps. It's about Whitecaps winning with Thomas on the team, and he's all a team guy and very competitive, and it's just great. It raised our training sessions. It has raised the intensity level when we train, and he's done well in the games as well. So it's been great so far.
All coaches in all sports love scoring points and goals. You're second in the league in goals for, but you're number one in the league in goals against. That's a stat that coaches love more than the goals for. You've done a great job of keeping the
It
ball out of
depends
your...
on the coach.
Yeah, no kidding. But just talk about keeping the ball out of the back of your net. How impressive is that this year?
Yeah, it's good. It's something that we've been working hard to get the right balance when we attack, so we are not vulnerable behind the ball, and we don't attack too openly. It's easy just running forward, but at one point you'll lose the ball, and then you have to have the right balance. And I think we in most games has played with the right balance, and I've been happy with that. I think that. Yeah, I love when we score goals. I think that's what creates the biggest joy for everybody, maybe except for my opponents. But I love that. But I also enjoy that we are difficult to score against, and that teams has to do well to put a one in the back of our net. So I think it's also much easier to play offensive football if you are leading instead of you're behind and have to catch up all the time. So yeah, it's important for us that we're also good defending.
Most impressive thing about the 7 goals in one game, you did it without Ryan Gauld and Brian White. Two very good players. Can you give us, I know Gauld is back training. Can you give us a little bit of insight into the injury updates and when they could be back?
Yeah, Brian is the one who's back, who will be back the soonest. I hope we have a couple of games next week. One of them he will be ready for, I think. Ryan is now training regularly, and that's a good thing, which means that he will build him towards the uh, game state. He hasn't been playing for half a year, so that's a very long time. So we need to train him together with the others and together with the normal training sessions and stuff, and he'll have to feel right also after training sessions. So we'll go for a while here where he trains, and then he'll be prepared for getting back into the roster. We are also in the fortunate situation we don't have to rush things, but on the other hand, we would also like to get him in the mix. So we know that it's gonna take some time. So it's important that we also get him into the mix when we play the games. But it's also about finding the balance. He's been out for a long time, and it's not about if we want to rush it for a week or not. It's about having him strong back, and we also want to make sure that he lasts when he's back.
Jesper, Tuesday night, your club punched their ticket to the Canadian Championship final. Last night, we found out it's going to be an all-Vancouver final as Vancouver FC punched theirs. Talk about the pride within the organization. You're 3-time defending champions, Canadian champions, that is. Talk about the pride in the organization, about being back there now for a 4th time and potentially winning a 4th time, and the excitement about going up against another Vancouver club as well.
Yeah, it's a competition where we'll really first make the headlines the day we're not in the final, I think, because now we've been in the final for the last many seasons, and for me it's the first season, so I think it's great for me to be in the final. I think it's a good achievement. I think all competitions are difficult, and especially in a competition like this, it's much easier to lose something than to gain something on the way. But now we're in the final, then it's great for us to be there, and I think that the team has done well in this competition. The other day, I think we played a decent game, and separated ourselves from Forge pretty much, which we should do over 95 minutes. So I think it was a good performance overall, and I think for everybody, Canadian Championship means a lot. And I think that it's great that we're going up against another Vancouver team in the final. I think the derby there will be maybe creating some extra attention towards this game, and yeah, I just think that it's it's a lot of fun that we play another Vancouver team in the final.
You're in Kansas City for a game tomorrow, Jesper. Any challenges to not being on the road for the first time? I think it's the first MLS match on the road for your club since early August. Any
Wow.
challenges in that?
It's true.
Yeah.
We should have played in Orlando, right? But that
Yeah.
was
Oh, right.
yeah. So we had to push that one for a couple of weeks. So yeah, it's been a while. BC Place has treated us very well, but now we have to go to Kansas and pick up because we know that we should also be able to play well away, not just at home. So I think it's gonna be great for us also having the opportunity to show ourselves playing away from home. So I think it's gonna be a difficult game. We know that because all away games in the MLS I found out is very difficult to handle, but we'll be ready.
Well, thank you for taking the time today, Jesper, and good luck tomorrow. And we will talk to you soon, I'm sure.
Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.